Episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's got a brand new offer for customers. Get for just $5, get $50 with promo code GolfSGPN. This will be added in bonus funds when you sign up with code GolfSGPN. The Sports Gambling Podcast is giving away $1,000 in NFL Circa futures. You could submit your phrase now at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/phrase. So head to the SGPN videos and look for the phrases. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every single sport, including the MLB, WNBA, golf, and of course football futures. They accept customers from everywhere. Easy deposit, lightning fast payouts using crypto. Sometimes the ad reads trip you up. Sometimes they really get you. But we're here. It is Wednesday morning, less than 24 hours until we tee it up at East Lake for the final event of the 2025 season. I guess the 2025 FedEx Cup season. We have some fall events coming up that we will surely be covering. But nonetheless, it's time to talk some East Lake. So let's get into it. We have three guys above 10,000. That is Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, and Ludwig Aubert. And I just think the answer is unequivocally Scotty. He's going to finish T3 or better. He's going to be around on Sunday, and he's going to be a part of the optimal lineup. Will Scotty win the golf tournament? I'm not saying that. I'm honestly out on a limb saying that Scotty Scheffler will not win this golf tournament. I do personally believe that there is a weird, overwhelming amount of pressure on Scotty this week to win this event because he's leading all season long. He expects to win. Everyone expects him to win. And we've seen him with the starting strokes, starting at -10, trip up a little bit, have a few rough holes out the gate. So even though the strokes aren't there, I feel like the pressure still is there. So I'm in the camp that Scotty Scheffler is not going to win this tour championship. We just saw what happened on LIV, not comparing it, but Jon Rahm won the entire league after winning nothing all year round. I'm not comparing that at all, but it could happen. And I do not think Scotty Scheffler is going to be the 2025 tour champion. I truthfully don't. I think this is going to be an open event. I think not all 30 guys are live, but I do think there's going to be some variance at the top. With that being said, Scotty Scheffler will be in the optimal lineup, and Scotty Scheffler is a great selection to start your DFS lineups. Let's get into this 9K range. Tommy Fleetwood down to Justin Thomas. Obviously, short field, so a shorter show. Eat the chalk, the Tommy Fleetwood chalk. I think he's going to play really well. I think his floor is as high as anyone not named Scotty Scheffler. He's all greening every single week, it seems like, hitting the driver well, hitting the approach well, putting well. Very similar questions to what you have to do at East Lake than what you have to do at TPC Southwind. So Tommy Fleetwood in that regard, I think he's going to play well. He's played well here before. I wouldn't buy Russell Henley at this price. I think there's definitely better options down below. One of them, Victor Hovland. I think Victor Hovland is probably the second best selection in this 9K range. Coming off of two great approach weeks. Driver's been better too, and if he can make some putts, look out for Victor. He's done it here before. 9K, 8K range, Patrick Cantlay down to JJ Spawn. I love the bottom of this 8K range, JJ Spawn and Colin Morikawa. Colin Morikawa has put together two really, really good approach weeks. He's hitting the driver well too. The putter has just been so bad. Now we get to Bermuda, a different surface from last week. I think it has only one way to go, but up. So I like Colin Morikawa to bounce back in that regard. And JJ Spawn. Driving accuracy has been a stat that has been rewarded more regularly at East Lake than it has in years past. And we know JJ Spawn is going to do that. And the long irons have been tremendous. So bottom of this 8K range is JJ Spawn and Colin Morikawa for sure. 7K range, we got Cam Young down to Harry Hall. I think Cameron Young is a great selection this week. Like it's ride the hot hand. He's doing what he's doing so well, hitting it long, hitting it straight. The iron play has been up and down, but solid. And then the putter, the Cameron Young putter has been immaculate. So I love Cameron Young a lot at $7,900. Towards the middle of the 7K range, I wouldn't mind riding the hot hand of Robert McIntyre. He did play great last week. He hit the ball well. And I don't think he's priced high enough. Sometimes guys play well in a week and they get priced too high, and he's not. So I'm down for Robert McIntyre at $7,400. And towards the bottom, Corey Connors, buy a low spot. He's doing everything but putt. That sounds like Corey Connors, but fairways and greens are going to work around East Lake, and if he can make anything, he could definitely have a top 10 at $7,100. So 6K range, then we will build the lineup. Towards the bottom of the 6K range, I absolutely love Andrew Novak. Andrew Novak, this is surely a better spot for him than we saw at Caves Valley. He's an all green type player, meaning he gains steadily across the board, a little bit on approach, a little bit on off the tee, a little bit around the greens, a little bit on the greens. And at Eastlake, that definitely gets rewarded, that steady, well-rounded game. And at 6K, he can surely pop for a top 10. We've seen Andrew Novak get into the mix on Bermuda and signature events before. And even in some weaker form, Andrew Novak can play well. So he's definitely my pick from the bottom of the 6K range. And towards the top of the 6K range, I would go with Chris Gotterup, $6,600. His driver brings you a really, really high floor. If he's driving it long, he's driving it straight. Chris Gotterup is going to be in position to make birdies. And we cannot forget 2021 Eastlake Cup. When Chris Gotterup was in college, he won that. So Chris Gotterup is my selection at 66. Let's build a lineup, and we'll start with Andrew Novak and Scotty Scheffler. Because if we're going to go with Scotty, we need someone down here. So Andrew Novak, Scotty Scheffler. Then we'll go towards this middle. Corey Connors, $7,100. I think that's a great play. I think he's a high ceiling guy. If he makes any putts, he could be in for a great week. And then we'll go with Colin Morikawa. Played really well here last year. Obviously, high ceiling guy, can definitely get into the mix. 73 to build with. Where's that JJ Spawn? JJ Spawn will leave us 66, and that's perfectly for Chris Gotterup. Exactly. Worked out perfectly. Novak, Scheffler, Connors, Morikawa, Gotterup, Spawn. Is our lineup for the week. So short show, but we have only a few golfers in this field. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the betting show tonight to get all of our selections on the board. I'll catch you guys when I catch you guys, because